Now, 1 year ago, on this very stage, Siemens announced a partnership with Basler and with MVTec in the industrial edge ecosystem with the goal of bringing machine vision applications to the shop floor. Applications that are seamless to integrate, scalable, and easy to manage. And now, 1 year later, we're going to check in and see if these solutions have actually proven themselves or not. And to do so, I'd first like to welcome on stage from Siemens, our ecosystem manager for industrial edge solutions, Stefan Meyer. Welcome, Stefan. Hi. Hi, Stefan. Great to have you here. Wow, 12 months. That's quite a journey since that announcement. But before we get into all the details, could you maybe share with our audience, because I'm sure there are a few here who weren't here last year, how did this journey actually begin?
Yeah, exactly. And before I start, I would like to briefly recap the idea of the industrial edge ecosystem. And what we are trying to achieve is that we provide building blocks, or call it Lego blocks, applications onto our marketplace that you can easily combine through a standardized data layer and solve the customer challenges as you see it or see them on site. And in order to do the same for visual quality inspection, we started two independent partnerships, one with Basler and one with MVTec last year. And the first application that Basler is providing in that partnership, or was providing, is a vision connector application. And the idea of that vision connector application is that you can acquire images from Basler area scan cameras, and those area scan cameras can hand over, basically, that vision connector can hand over the pictures via a data bus to any other application running on the same device to, for example, process it. Whereas MVTec provides an all-in-one application with a generic acquisition engine being able to handle any Gigi vision camera out there, acquire images, and does directly an anomaly detection on top of it. And you can see that application on our latest industrial edge device with GPU acceleration at the MVTec booth in Hall 6, in case you're interested. But the reason why we are here today is that we would like to go one step further. And the reason for this is that we had many customer interactions in the last year with both partners, with a lot of customers. And as you can imagine, a vision connector and anomaly detection is not the end of the journey. So what we will introduce today are new building blocks to tackle further customer challenges. And this is why we have our partners with us today.
Okay. Then I suggest we don't waste any time. Let's get them on stage, and we're going to start with Basler. Welcome, Strategic Partner Manager Christian Bergen.
Hi,
great to have you here.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, great to have you back as well, 1 year on. Can you tell us a little bit about your experiences in the past year, and also maybe some next steps in the partnership between Siemens and Basler?
Yes, thank you for being back again. So over the last year, we've been in discussion with many customers in regards of the right vision components for the whole solution. And there we noticed one thing, which was that we need for the solution software to being able to provide it properly. And this is why I'm really excited that we are bringing the vTools to the industrial edge. So this is an add-on to the existing Basler Vision Connector, where you can use the applications, for example, the calibration and different kind of variants from that. So we have a starter, a basic, or a pro variant. And depending on your use case or the complexity that you really need, you can pick the one app that you would like and combine it together.
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty impressive already. Can you maybe elaborate a bit? How do these vTools actually benefit the users? And what makes them stand out from other comparable things?
So yeah, now creating a recipe, so a stack of vTools together and deploying it on the industrial edge has never been this easy. So with our classical image processing tools, you can use the drag and drop graphical programming interface and just click your tools together, as you can see in the animation. And like I said, with our modular licensing model, we benefit compared to other library providers that you are only paying for the tools that you really need and nothing else. And exporting that recipe directly on the edge is as easy as uploading a file.
So pretty flexible and user-friendly, I think we can say. So do you have any real-world examples that you can share?
Yes, of course. One of our customers or use cases that we have been providing is the PCB board inspection from Siemens GWE. There we want to highlight that we are seamlessly integrated also across other verticals from Siemens, not just factory automation. And there we have used one camera, one IED, and combined it together into multiple solutions. So by being software defined, we enable multiple different solutions. For example, the DMC code reading on the processing board, seeing where it's positioned, and then again combining it also with other apps. So if you want to forward the image forward to the industrial AI Siemens server, you can use that one also. So I think that's quite interesting for the customers to see that you can use it on multiple levels.
Thank you for those insights. I mean, we could probably go on and on and on, but time is a bit critical, so thanks for that. And who knows, maybe we'll see you again at SPS 2025 on this stage.
Hope so.
So thank you, and a big round of applause for Christian, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. If you want to see us, we are also available at the booth right over there.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Now, Stefan, as you already mentioned, we're not only working together with Basler, we're also working with MVTec, a leading manufacturer of machine vision software. And here to tell us more about their upcoming product releases on Industrial Edge, please welcome on stage their Business Development Manager, Klaus Scheiker.
Hi, Klaus. Hi, Stefan.
Hi, Klaus. Great to have you here as well. So, Klaus, I'm sure it's also been quite a steep learning curve for you at MVTec as well. So, can you maybe give us some insights into any early customer feedback of our combined offering? Anything that you can share?
Yes. So as Stefan mentioned already, over the last 12 months, we've been talking to dozens of customers worldwide and discussing their machine vision challenges for Industrial Edge. And I think our main takeaway when looking at the scalability of these applications is the use cases, of course, are super broad, they're extremely diverse, and customers have usually their unique requirements. So this is not something that we didn't expect. We actually did expect that there are various applications for which our anomaly detection is a very good fit, but also there are other applications, other use cases for which you need different technologies and a different approach. Generally, I think this is something we see in vision applications all the time. If there's a complex vision problem, it requires a customizable solution. The same applies, of course, to the target platform, Siemens Industrial Edge. So another example, what you see in the background, this is Merlik, our machine vision software, and here we see many different application areas. And on one hand, we have rule-based applications. On the other hand, we have AI-based applications. But there's not just one approach to solve an application. But for certain customers and their use cases, a rule-based approach might be the best because they need precision, because they need explainability. For others, an AI method might be the best approach. And what we also see in many of our customer projects, sometimes it's actually the convergence, it's the combination of both that yields the best results for the customer.
Okay, so we have this gap, right? So how do we bridge it? So basically coming from rule-based to a more deep learning and hybrid solutions, how do we bridge this gap?
That's exactly what we're planning in the next step. So what our strength as MVTec is to provide an extensive development environment which enables flexibility and speed for our customers. So that's why thousands of customers worldwide use our product, our software to build their products and their machines. Mm-hmm. MVTec is also to mention, MVTec is hardware independent. You mentioned it before. So meaning one other advantage is on Industrial Edge, you can use any Gigi Vision camera of your choice. And we have a huge partner network that we bring to the table. But what I would like to emphasize is, Stefan mentioned this, we need more building blocks. Or in our language, it would be, we brought a first tool, but now we want to bring the entire toolbox to Siemens Industrial Edge. That's what we are planning to do. Providing a no-code environment for customers with which applications can be built and also adjusted later on. And it's not just us building these applications in the end, but it can be the end customer, it can be the system integrator. Also here, we have a huge partner network. We can recommend somebody. It can be the equipment manufacturer, but it can also be MVTec building these applications. And this will give customers the flexibility to bring any machine vision application to Siemens Industrial Edge.
Okay. Now,
maybe just one point to add. And what we also bring to the table, image acquisition, there's training, there's hardware integration, of course. All these are important components to make a machine vision project successful.
Mm-hmm. Now, your Merlick software is going to be released for Industrial Edge pretty soon. So can people here at the fair actually get the sneak peek already?
Yes, you can. And actually, we would like to take you there.
Exactly.
Just next to the ThyssenKrupp machine.
So we could. The idea was that we just go over there and check the machine out live on stage.
Yeah, why not? Is Laura already ready for us? Let's just see, because I do think that she's somewhere over there. Let's just see if she can already hear us. Laura, are you ready?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Max. Thank you so much for the handover. So let's see what this partnership looks like, put into practice, right? So Christian, he's here again.
Yes, hello again. So what you can see here is on the ThyssenKrupp machine that we have the integration of the pylon vTools that are triggering via the PLC to the industrial edge cameras, and the image processing is run on the IED, and then you can just upload the recipe and do some data matrix code reading, for example. And with that being said, and Klaus coming over here, I would be welcome to hand over to you.
All right, and Klaus, you're running, just like the running reporters here. Do you also want to show us what we just talked about on stage?
Yes, absolutely. So what we see here is a battery quality insurance built with MVTec Merlick. So what we did is we engineered this application, inspecting the roundness of the cell, but also the diameter. And to bring this application, it's running on Industrial Edge. And it's one very common, very important application along the battery cell production, because you need to make sure end of line that the cell is not damaged. And also in the beginning, like here, for example, before integrating it and building a module and building a pack, again, you have a lot of quality checks, visual quality checks. So that's what we exemplify here with our demo.
And as I imagine you've been around here at the booth the whole day, what was the resonance like so far?
I mean, first of all, as always, it's amazing how busy it is in this booth. And we had a lot of good customer discussions. Stefan here is doing an amazing job. Looking forward to first customers that are also curious to pilot this solution. Come talk to us. We mentioned before, we also in Hall 6. So come either here or to our booth directly in Hall 6, and looking forward to talk to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing it. And you already said Stefan also came back here. Stefan, would you also, like here on the practical example, give us some last words or even more?
I guess what I really would like to thank both partners for is their trustworthy collaboration, our joint journey we had in the last year, and also our joint customer interactions that we hopefully will have next year in order to serve our customers with the latest building blocks available. And if you have any questions, if you want to understand something, if you want to learn more about the machine, I'll be here in the next 2 days, and of course this day as well. And I'm looking forward to welcoming you at the show.
All right, so we are here right now, again, in Hall 11, right? Because you said you'll be here for the next 2 days. So Hall 11, highlight area, but I'm sure that you will find this big machine because it's, I think, one of the biggest that we have on our booth here. All right, and I think that Max is already around, or he's not, I saw him earlier. All right, either way, maybe one more question, what is the partnership itself like? How do these three companies collaborate? As someone who's not part of the partnership, right? How is it?
I think it's a very successful collaboration from the beginning. It was quite an open discussion always. And that's also, I think, what the customers feel when we approach them, when we talk to them, and they're like, hey, we have this machine vision challenge. We are not experts. but we know you are, and we want to bring this on Industrial Edge. So I mean, this is basically where we come in and we consult them like how they can solve the solution on this new Edge platform.
All right. And do you maybe also have some practical examples? Where can I find this technology in specific? Like, do you have a practical example? What kind of production hall?
I mean, it's really a multi-purpose technology, so you can find it. I mean, we love when our products are used to inspect the cylindrical battery cells, but there's so many more applications. Semiconductors, for example, is one of our biggest fields, electronics, but also like in the wide areas of automotive, F&B, like there are countless machine vision applications. And to be honest, continuously when I'm talking to customers, I'm learning more what you can do with machine vision, because it's just such a broad field of different technologies being applied to automate production.
And what's the most unexpected thing that you've learned about machine vision?
The unexpected thing, that's a very complex question. I mean, I've seen many applications that I think are for me very interesting, such as when you go to a hyperspectral, multispectral field, that you can see the photosynthesis on plants, for example, with certain camera technology. That's something initially I would have not thought of.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving this insight. And I see that Max, you're already there? Yeah, he's nodding. Okay. On my side here is Max, and he will give you a short tour around the booth, right?
Yes,
Yeah?
I will.
Thank you so much. And thanks to the three of you again for this great presentation on stage, for giving the practical insights here. We really appreciate you being here. Keep going and keep rocking.
Thank you so much.